Hello and welcome back to Steadfast Pursuit. This is Artist Feed podcast where we not only seek to know God and make Him known, but to honor Him in our daily living. Today we are going to be talking about intentional friendships. We have had a session on intentional friendships where we had a men-only session. Today we have wonderful ladies with us. Kwa ile episode ya wanaume walisema walikuwa na testosterone, so sijui kama leo tunafaa kusema tuko na estrogen ama tuko na E2, but we hope to have a very wonderful conversation around friendships, intentional friendship and all. So before we start the conversation, I would like to allow my guests to introduce themselves. We will start from the farthest right corner as we come.
Hi guys, Murkomen Joy Jemutai is my name. I'm happy to be here.
Hi everyone, my name is Marion Chumba and I'm glad to be here to share with you what we have about friendships.
Awesome.
Hi everyone, my name is Faith Mwende and I'm excited. Yeah.
Awesome. I am also excited to be in the midst of friendships, and the question about friendships is not a new question because, as we said earlier in our episodes, like it's mostly a relationship that most of us have. So my first question to us is, what is our understanding of friendship? Like when you talk about, when we say that nini mabeshte, what is your understanding? So we can, who wants to start? Tunaweza anza na Joy tena.
Okay, so my understanding of friendship, first of all, it's a connection you build with someone. It's a mutual connection, yeah? And it shouldn't be with anyone because it's someone you share some certain aspects with. So for me, I feel like it's just a connection. Friendship,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Mwende?
What I can say is intentional friendship. I can say intentional friendship is constantly choosing each other every day, choosing to be friends, to commit your friendship, having certain goals or doing life together. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
Marion?
Okay, for me, friendship, I think in the world, for everything that ends with ship, friendship is the most important. And so for me, friendship is a very key thing. Like, I think everyone should strive to have a friend that they relate to. So according to me, friendship is being there for each other, choosing each other every day, supporting each other in life, and just appreciating each other also too. So friendship is very important and it's a key aspect in everyone's life.
Awesome. Your definitions are quite similar. Isipokuwa Joy ameongeza the word mutual. So my follow-up question is, we are constantly choosing each other, right?
Yes.
Are there times in your experiences, acha niende systematically. Let's just first answer the question, how long have you been friends? Then now the other questions will come. So as you answer how long you've been friends, in that period, are there times where you have had to not just choose, but like choose consciously? That anyway, inakaa ngumu, but I have to choose this person every day, all the time.
Okay, thank you for the question. We've been friends for 9 years. Going 10 on June 13th. So I can't say I have ever had an experience where it's hard for me to choose them because basically it's like they're my life. They've been there for me through the thick and the thin. So these people here I consider as my sisters, as my heart, basically. So every day I wake up, I choose them. Not because I want to, not because I need to, but because
You want?
they're just there and they're constantly there for me. So yeah, I want to choose them.
You want to?
Yeah.
Awesome. It's the want.
Yeah.
How about Mwende? Are there?
Yes. So to add on that, what I can say, what we say by constantly choosing each other, I guess people should know the difference between a friend and an acquaintance. So by the time you reach to that level that you're my friend, I'm constantly choosing to make this thing work. Because if you're my acquaintance, maybe we meet in school, in church, at work, hi. But then when you're my friend, I have chosen to love you and to work with you in this friendship journey. Yeah.
Awesome. I think I personally relate with your story acquaintance na ubeshte.
Yes.
Because I remember there is a time mtu alikuja akaniambia by the way ule rafiki yako, nikamwambia by the way huyo si rafiki yangu.
Thank you. Yes.
It's just that we were staying in the same room and we were in the same class. So we are constantly together but we are not friends. So I think there's a lot of definitions. Like it has to be very clear that anyway I am choosing you every day.
Yes.
Maybe just to ask Marion, Joy ametuambia that you guys have been friends for 9 years and you will be celebrating a 10-year anniversary in 2 months. So my question becomes, like, how is it that you actually have a date of the beginning of your friendships? Is it that you decided that today anyway sisi we are friends, ama like how did you come up with June 13th?
Okay, June 13th is our anniversary date, and I can't say like we really just said ni he date like set ni you under the accurate date we met, because you know friendship develops. You never know, like you meet a person, you interact, you talk nini evo. So we just had to sit down and just choose among like the months. So as you see, June is the 6th month, and then we had some own calculations we did there, then we came up with 13th. So that's just how we came up with that date, simple.
Wow,
Yeah.
awesome. So in the 9-year period, how would you say your relationship has been in the sense that in as much as we are choosing each other, there is the extent to which you need to share information about each other. So how much information should, if today I wanted to choose someone to be my friend, to what extent should I share some level of information with my friends before we even decide whether that information glorifies God or not? Like, to what extent should I share some information with my friends? Naona mwende ako ready.
So Kenye naweza sema is, even for us, when we started our friendship, of course we were not pouring everything to each other. The level of trust imeenda ikikuwa built slowly by slowly. So as the years went by, that's how we continued like opening up to like what we get to say. And I guess point tumefika sahi, we tell each other anything at any time. Literally any time. Anything happens, call, text, anything at any time. So I guess that the level at which you give your information, I guess inaenda na years, and how much you guys have built your trust and how strong is your bond. Yes.
Awesome. So my as you respond to the same question, Joy, I have a question concerning the same thing about sharing information with each other. There are times that I have personally felt like enyewe ni rafiki yangu, but sasa hii information unanipea kidogo, it's burdening me. Are there instances where you felt like okay, not necessarily we all enjoy the good times with our friends, but sometimes your friend could be going through something. Hata kama si kitu ngumu, inaweza kuwa tu like they need to make a decision, and then una feel like it's almost like wanataka wameke your decision. There's a difference between seeking advice ama seeking counsel, but una feel like anyway this information yako sasa imeanza kuniburden. Are there instances that you felt like that?
Thank you. As Wende has said, this connection builds with time. It just doesn't happen that I get to open up to you about anything and everything. But where we are at the moment, we can share anything and everything. So hapo kwa kuuliza, if there's a time I felt like the information they're giving is more or less burdening or too much information, I don't need to know that. No. Because we've set rules. In our friendship, we have said, bring the ugly side, bring the beautiful side. We want to go through it together. If we are crying, we are crying. If you're here to laugh, we are here to laugh. So I don't think there's an instance where I felt that hii yako ni kidogo sana, wacha nikwambie yangu. Or yours is so invalid, uwe ngojea time yako itafika tushughulikie. No. We open it up to any information you have, whether good, whether bad, whether you feel it's very small, we accept it and we take it as it is. So there's no instance.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think mine is also the same as Joy's. So in our friendship, like we have, it's not like there's some friendships where when you're down, I'm not with you. When you're up, niko hapo.
Yeah.
But for our case, like we're there for each moment, each season. Like we've seen each other cry, we've cried together. we have seen each other laugh, we've laughed together, we've celebrated together. So like, I think we're ready for each other. Like, we know that life doesn't come smoothly. Like, in life, you must undergo some challenges at some point. So I think we have that readiness in our heart to accommodate you anytime.
Yeah.
So I can say that is really happening.
Awesome. My follow-up question on the same thing is, you guys have said that you accommodate each other at all times. There's that, okay, najua, if I go to Joy, atanisikiza. But do you have like a schedule where you like meet, ama you just, when it happens, ama like if, like in a year, of course, you have an anniversary, yes? So it's almost obvious that your anniversary mna meet, right?
Yeah.
But time ingine during the year, like how do you become so intentional in keeping tabs with each? Because you guys were not in the same school.
Yeah.
You are not in the same school.
Yeah.
We are mostly together tukiwa huku church.
Yeah.
But outside church and outside school and all that, like how do you now become very intentional balancing the friendship that you have, considering it's the three of you, it's easier when it's just two people, but now you guys are three in this friendship. So like how do you balance being there for each other? And I also know you guys have very strong family relationships. So how do you balance family and friendships?
We have a timetable.
You have a timetable?
We have a timetable. At times we sit down and say, hey, it's been a while since we met. So we choose dates or days. So when the year began, we sat down and said, every month we should have photos for the three of us. And these photos should be taken at different locations. So we plan, we say this month we are going to a certain place. We have to take a photo. This month, hivo. But also, if we don't make it throughout the months, I remember last year we were very active in K-Crew. We used to go for K-Crew Bible study. So that would be our constant checkup sessions, because we'd meet every Wednesday. Aside from the Sundays, we'd meet every Wednesday, make sure we do the Bible study together, then afterwards now talk, how's life? And if it's not physical meetup, then we'll video call. Send voice notes. Yeah, so we have a timetable, more or less. Yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to add on the intentionality?
Yes. And also, aside from the Bible study and stuff, when we meet on Sunday, I know some people will even notice there's a time to tutaka pamoja. At that time, I always like rain checking. How are you physically, mentally, emotionally? So that before the week starts, we know where are you. And also on Saturday, we also make sure, like, unakuja church kesho? And we also serve in different ministries.
Yeah.
So tutaulizana, kesho unaimba? Kesho unafanya hivi? So by that we'll know, kesho unakuja church. Then we'll know after that, we'll be able to meet, rain check, see how everyone is doing before we start the week. Yes.
Awesome. Yeah. Marion, on the intentionality.
Yeah, so for us, what we always do also is even when we are maybe far, maybe you have school, attachments, so we always connect through video calls. Maybe we set up a day, say Wednesdays for video calls. So you set up your mind, unajua Wednesday 8 p.m. ni video call. So no matter the time it will take, like unatoa kwa nini yako, schedule yako unajua, on Wednesdays hivi na hivi, that's when we meet. But most of the times we meet physically. We try to meet physically so that we see each other, like kujuliana hali in person is much better than online. So we just create time, like it just comes by planning and being intentional. So that's how intentionality comes through.
Awesome. Aya, acha niwapeleke, unajua hii podcast ni ya kanisa. Naanza kuuliza how do you watu watashanga hata siuliza how do you glorify God in your friendships? Venye wanaume walituambia venye wanasomanga Bible pamoja. Anyway, so my question is okay, we are serving together, all of us. You are serving together, we are serving together. But one of the things that I usually notice in friendships, like you can be just serving together, but you really don't know how someone is doing spiritually unless you actually ask, unless you have a common program. So do you guys have like a common program for you where you study the Bible together, or where you pray with each other, you just keep on checking on each other spiritually, like such? You can start. As Joy had mentioned, we usually have K-Crew. We go for K-Crew Bible study. We like purposed. So sometimes when we lag, we pray
on call. Then what we usually do on Wednesdays in the morning, everyone sends their prayer requests, so that by the time it's prayer time, we get to know kunaenda aje. And also kuna venye tumepanga ka prayer schedule, cha niseme hivyo. So like Monday we pray for family, Tuesday we pray for friends, Wednesday like that up to Sunday to Sunday. Then on Sundays we really try our best because Sundays is usually very busy. Then we meet physically and we pray. Yes.
Awesome. Is there any other way that you have felt like your friends have taken care of your spiritual life apart from what she said?
I guess she's summarized it all.
Awesome. Awesome. So nyinyi tu ni Wednesday, you check up on each other and you pray for each other.
Yes.
Awesome. Let me just to ask Marion, is there a time where you have felt, or by the way, okay, I am almost struggling to understand dynamic ya friends ya watu watatu. Anyway, but
We'll explain.
Don't worry.
nakumbuka nikiwa high school, there was we used to have like there were two people we knew they were very good friends, and then all of a sudden one of them akaanza kukuwa very close friends with another girl, ikaleta issue like one of them got mad about it. So like venye nyinyi mko watatu hivi, like how do you before hata we start talking about maybe the fourth and the fifth person in the circle, how do you take care of each other? Like is kind kama Joy is more closer to Mwende, ama Mwende is more closer to Marion. Like how do you make sure that you balance your among the three of you?
First things first, we have a group. We have a group called WOW, just the three of us. So that's a constant check-up group. Aside from that, you see our friendship, when you umesema tu, we were not in the same school, not in the same university, not doing the same courses. So I guess the different aspects are what is making it very calm. Like hakuna competition. Yeah, we're not competing towards who's more close compared to the other person, or who's higher than, you know. So I guess even inatufanya tuna balance, because we all know we are here for one purpose, and we're here as friends. We're not here to compete. We're not here for anything else. Yeah.
Awesome. As it is, as we have mkiendelea hivyo na your friendship, what would you say is your greatest highlight in your 9-year period?
Okay, there's been a lot that has happened in the 9-year period, but I think the highlight, celebrating our anniversaries, like that has just showed how much like we've put so much effort in it. Inaonyesha truly that we really care about each other and the friendship, and like we're just ready to see us growing and growing and growing more. Like so far we've celebrated 2 times, but it has really been so good. Like everyone on social media are like, hey, mtu anaingiaje friend group nini, like that's how it shows. Like it's really so good for us. So I think that's our highlight.
Awesome. Mwende anacheka. Maybe as you answer the same question on highlight, amesema ati watu wanashangaa mtu anaingiaje hii friend group. Have you had instances where you can clearly tell someone is trying to get into your friendship, and how do you deal with it?
So, I wouldn't put it as someone trying to come in. Actually, we have many friend groups, guys. Like a lot.
Yeah.
And all of them, they're like girl friendships. You get? So, sisi tukiwa like the 3 of us, the other friendships that we have outside here, they're so content. We have like 10 to 1. It's called 10 to 1. Yes. We have another one called Mango Juices. So, like everyone is very content with how we formed our friendships. So I guess hata mtu ataona enyewe hata wewe kuingia hapa kidogo hai make sense na una force issues. Exactly. So with the many friend groups that we have, I guess kila mtu tu ako content na mahali yako, because hata wao niko sure wako na friend groups zingine hawata appreciate hata sisi tunakuja tu like we're just meddling inside. Yeah.
So kila mtu anakaa kwa lane yake.
Yes.
Awesome. What is your highlight?
Respectfully. I can say my highlight has been the constant communication. Because I don't think, without communication, I don't think we'll be this far. But for a moment, I'd say it's last year during our ignition camp. We went mahali hapo kwa hill, and we had like a session where you guys were talking with the people you're paired with. Okay, we paired ourselves. Yeah. And currently, it's the best moment that we had. Yes.
Awesome. Joy?
Umeniweka kwa fix. I guess every day is a highlight to me because these girls show up for me every single time in so many ways. So every day I wake up, I just count them as part of my blessing. It makes me so emotional. Yeah, I guess every day is a highlight.
Awesome. I had a question. Yenye naona ni kama hii friendship yenu ni kama haina. There's a question on how do you resolve conflict? Because okay, let me just ask it differently. Have you guys had conflicts? Hata kama si ile serious conflict ati ya mwongeleshani, like maybe you have disagreed on anything, even if it's where you're meeting. I don't know. Because inakaa ni kama nyinyi hamkosani. So, acha tuanze na kama mnakosana kwanza.
So I think sisi ni ngumu ake. Like we've never had a conflict. I know most people will say, aje. But I think for us, our characters, okay, ziko si different, but I think everyone is a calm person. Hakuna mtu ati drama ati kila mtu ametulia. So I think being calm, just knowing your place, like respecting your friend, so it has really helped us. So I think conflicts, unless mtu achelewe, tukiona hali that is not a conflict. Na wewe mtu ni nani? Nikifika late, but of which si late sana. 10 minutes. Si mingi.
Yeah. Oh, so your conflict is when someone is late. Is there any other? Okay, but anyway, hiyo ni conflict kidogo, but ni sawa. So how do you now ensure that haujachelewa tena next time, mama?
So next time you have to try you come earlier.
Are there instances that you felt like this can be a conflict? Kama yeye amesema kuchelewa. Do you have an example of a conflict for you?
Actually, no. We genuinely have never argued. It's so crazy, true. But it's actually true. We've never argued, and I hope we don't get to that point. Also, but if we get to that point, because at a ulizana, what if tukikosana? How do we handle it? Tunaongea. One thing we're heavy on is conversations. So trust me, we will talk about it. Awesome. Yes, so we'll definitely talk about it, but we've never argued. So far, so good.
Thank God.
Thank God. Apart from constant communication, what else would you amesema personality, you guys are just calm people. Amesema constant communication. What else would you attribute to the fact that you guys have had a very peaceful relationship and that's just calm? What would you attribute to the lack of hizo conflicts ndogo?
Hatupendi tu drama.
Hampendi drama.
For me, I just don't like arguments. If I can sort it out as soon as possible, the better. So hata tukiona maybe kuna something coming up, we just talk about it immediately and say if kuna mahali uli feel tulikosana in a way, hata kama ni game and you felt I said something that more or less ilikuumiza, you say it there and then we solve it, we move on. So I guess it's just because we don't like arguing, or we prefer it that way.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So my final question maybe is karibu niwaite young. But you can just say we are young, all of us are young. Yeah. So and the fact that you guys have been friends for like tangu 9-10 years ago is like you were in primary school. So how have you received support from your parents maybe? Because I want to believe that hamuishi kwa the same estate pia. You were not in the same schools.
Yes.
So how have you received support from your families to ensure that you are also you're constantly checking up on each other even in that as young as you are?
I feel like first of all, our mothers are friends, our fathers are friends, our parents are friends, in short. So if they come to, and they all come to Milimani. So mtu akiona Marion ama asipoona Mwende, ama akiona Mwende asione, atakuja niulize, na Mwende alikuwa church leo? Marion alikuwa church leo, anaendelea aje? You know, so they constantly make sure that pia wao wameuliza, because they know we are always together. If you're in church, we're always together. I can also give a shout out to Mom, because there was a time she made sure she baked a cake for us for an anniversary. So she knows. I guess they all know we have a common day to celebrate our anniversary. And one way or the other, if they can chip in here and there, we need to go somewhere and we need some funds. They make sure they, wanachangia kidogo. Hatuwezi sema tunaweza yote. So they try as much as possible to enable us and to help us where they can. If it's going for sleepovers, their house is always open. Kina Marion's house always open. You know, so they give us the safe space for us to relate well.
Unataka kuchangia?
Yes. First, I'd like to thank our parents. Because your parents being a very big support system makes it work even better. Because when we say we're meeting, they're always in full support. Like there's never been a day where like we want to meet or we want to go this place or have a sleepover, anything, unasikia hapana msiende. Like they've been fully supporting everything, and they encourage us every single time, and they tell us how they're really happy and they admire our friendship. It's so beautiful to see that if your parents are supporting this, hata nyinyi mnapata energy ya kuendelea, because mbona msimame.
Awesome.
So I think it's a good thing. Our parents know each other and they know my friends. So I think them being there for us, like maybe asking about how they're doing, asking about their studies. It's not just about how they're doing, their studies, their life, nini. Like that really matters, and it shows how they care. So even them allowing us to go maybe out, to go for sleepovers, that's a good thing, because they know this friendship is something good. Like my daughter is going to somewhere safe, somewhere that they're not going to engage in bad things. So I think that is how really our parents come through, and we're happy for them. Shout out to our parents.
Awesome. I think your part ya support from the parents is very important, because I actually relate. Nilikuwa najaribu kuimagine which friendship do I have ya tangu primary, and I actually realized that the only friendship, one of them, like the one yenye imesimama sana ya tangu primary, is the one that the girl I am friends with, our parents are also friends. So like nikikutana na mzazi wake atakuja niambie, she's doing fine. So I think your support ya friendship is the parents is very good. It's because ina influence kidogo. What are some of the counsels that you have received from your parents now that we have established that our parents are key ingredient in our friendships? What's the major counsel that you feel like it's important for people to know even as they approach friendships? Because most of the time, especially in teenage, una feelingi ni kama your parent kidogo ana interfere, but like for us who have now come to appreciate the importance of our parents' input, what is one of the greatest or like counsel that you've received from your parents about friendship that you would think it would be important for the audience to get?
So before I give the counsel, what I'd say first, I think your parents, from experience, our parents feel safe when they know us. So wakona ile comfort ya, we know each other's families and we know each other. So kuna inawapea some kind of comfort and safe space to know that hata nikiwa kwa kina Joy ama kwa kina Marion, they're home. Like they're not anywhere kwenye kunaweza kuwa na issues or something. So I guess one of the counsels that I think we're carrying on heavily from my parents, they always tell me, in everything you do, make sure your friendship is God-centered. Like Christ is the center of everything. Because without it, we wouldn't be able to continue celebrating milestones, working together in different journeys, and just doing life together, because God ndio ana drive hii friendship kabisa, like from the beginning till infinity.
I guess for me, it's more or less the same. Do the right thing. Because it's very easy with our current generation. We get to use each other to lie. Ile unasema we are friends, but hata niseme nimekuja kwako, but nimedivert. So as we don't do that, if we have planned to go somewhere, we are strictly going there. So I guess venye tu mwende amesema, we have gained trust from our parents simply because what we are doing hatufichi kenye tunafanya. We're not going to a certain place to hide what we are doing because we know why we are there and what we are doing, because it's God-centered venye tu ameiweka. So do the right thing.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I think for me growing up, one thing my dad always told me is like the friends you have will determine what kind of life you'll have even in the future, like how you live, how you'll go about life. So he always told us like choose your friends well, because as the Bible says, bad company corrupts good morals. Yeah. So I think that has really applied here, because we motivate each other, we help each other in different dimensions of life. So I think being just good friends, having the same principles that are God-centered has really, really, really helped us to reach where we are today, because it has been a journey and we really, really thank God for that. So that's all I have.
Awesome. Kuna one more question. For some reason nilikuwa na feel kuchorea, but acha tu niulize for the sake of the audience. There's a question on, okay, I have a very close friend, but najuanga the moment that she has a boyfriend, anakuwa ngumu kupatikana. But najua tu time yenye hakuna mtu, tuko tu sawa, tunaonana kila siku, anapigia simu kila, but the moment she has a boyfriend, I mean, anakuwa ngumu kupatikana. And it's like, it's not a fictitious story. It's very true. Like najua. Yeah, so has it happened for you? Like, have you had a conversation on how to handle now boyfriends, friends who are boys?
We have had a conversation.
Of course.
We have. It hasn't happened because we have said we respect your boundaries. Each and every one of us has boundaries. So aside from us being friends, we have our individual lives. So of course you'll find someone. You'll have to give them your time. You'll have to spend time with them, give them whatever it is that they require for that relationship to be able to work. Same as us. So we're not here to limit you. We're not here to kukukazia kusema mbona how to pay time. We understand. These things happen. So I guess we have communicated and we have said, if you find love, if it's right for you, then live by it. Because we're not here to compete, as I said. So na pia tuna communicate. Ukipata mtu unasema. Yeah, we're happy for you. We are here clapping for you. Yeah, so I guess the constant communication ya kusema nimepata mtu helps a lot, because you see haitafika pahali tunakuona tunashanga umepotea ni mtu ama ni nini inaendelea. So we've never had to get to that extent where tunaulizana ama ni kwa sababu ya amepata mtu ama ni
so it's constantly, you give constant updates.
And we are very free. If you have someone, we'll give you the time with the person.
And also to add on it, so kwa hii friendship yetu, sindio, we have days. Tumesema video calls zetu ni Wednesday 8. So maybe one of us is dating and mtu wako amekuja na maybe anataka mpatane Wednesday. So since tuko na boundaries, I think it's safe for you to say, by the way, me and my besties usually meet at 8. What if we reschedule to 9 or 6:30? Like, accommodate each other. So just because maybe he's here, you don't get to forget your friends. And si mali tumetoka, I think tuko tu sawa.
Anything you want to add?
I think also when we get a boyfriend, you always inform them, I have 2 best friends. Unaambia ni huyu na huyu. If maybe the people who are around us, unaonyesha, they miss them, nini. So I think even on the boys' side, akijua kuna best friends, atajua pia, she has to dedicate some time to them. So hata kule every time, sijui nini, kuna kusumbuana sana. So them knowing yeah, I think it really helps. Na pia for ourselves, we respect each other and we give each other time. So if you have a mpoa, time ya wapoa,
Ni wapoa.
tunapea. Time yetu ni yetu.
Yeah.
So I think we just work with that.
Awesome. I think I feel like we have exhausted the questions. Maybe just as we bring the discussion to a close, sitaki kusema parting shot, but if you feel like there's wise counsel that you would like to tell the audience as far as friendships are concerned, we can do so as we bring the conversation to a close.
As an iron sharpens an iron, so does a friend sharpen another. Choose your friends wisely. It saves you a lot. So yeah, that's all I'd say.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Mwende?
What I can say for your friendships, every time you meet up with your friends and maybe you're going home or you guys are parting ways, what I can say, I really, really hope every time you go, you feel refreshed and not depleted, because your friends should not take something away from you. Every time you should feel refreshed, happy, energetic. You're just rejuvenated every time you meet them. You should not feel depleted, down, or discouraged. And lastly, to all the girl friendships, I really hope all the girlies get sweet friendships, because it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. It works.
And it works, yeah.
Marion?
Yeah, so to give a summary, first, ensure that in your friendship, there's no competition. Like, I think competition really kills a lot of things. Like, it takes the meaning of friendship outside what's supposed to be. So that is the first thing. Then another thing is ensure that you and your friends or your best friends, you have the same character, like what you believe in, like make sure they align. Another thing is also have a vision. Like, don't just get a friend who how mbele yake. Okay, I don't know, people are different, but somebody who you see, this friend can help me. Ikikuwa matters of life, everywhere, she can really come through for me. Yeah, and lastly, just pray about your friendship. Make your friendship God-centered. Yeah. Like, ensure in everything you do, you include God in it, and that will really come through for you. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Nimekumbuka kitu. Before tuanze, you guys were describing your friendships in form of songs. So we can do a quick one as we
kuimba.
Okay. Najua kuimba ni sawa, but unaweza imba. You want to sing?
No.
Okay, so
The song.
Just the title of the song and why.
For me, I'd choose Forever Amen by Ben Psycho. And why is because when that song was released, there was a live experience where we went to, and we resonate so much with the lyrics. Yeah.
Awesome.
Mine is Flashlight. I'll just pick a stanza. I've got all I need because I have you. I look around me, I see a sweet life. Stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight. Yes. You're getting me through the night. So yeah, flashlights.
Marion?
Yeah, so, okay, mine is Always. I've forgotten the name of the artist, but it says, we'll be always through the, I don't know, something, but it's just about friendship, how we'll be there for each other, always, choosing each other, always. Yeah.
Awesome. I feel like I am now in need of a friendship. Anyway, this has been a very good conversation, especially the fact that you guys haven't had like an actual conflict that you can actually say that this was a conflict, and the fact that you attribute that to like constant communication is very good, because they usually say that for marriage wanabwanga communication sana, but I think it's the same principle for friendship, especially girl friendships. Okay, tunajua wanaume wanaweza kaa wana meet waitana wabeshte, but they are only together when when they are together.
Yeah.
But I think for girls it's very important for us to like keep checking on each other, and the fact that competition is not there for us. Competition is actually something that I have personally observed that ni kitu ina bring friendships down most of the time, because if you're actually competing, and for you guys are 3, so if you're competing amongst each other, struggle sana. So I think it's good that you guys don't like compete against each other. And one of the things that I really admire about you is that like support your wazazi, because it's good for parents also to like know that these are the kind of people that are in your life and that they actually support you, they give you counsel around friendships. It's very good for you guys. So as we close, maybe to our audience, who may feel like this this conversation has been for ladies, there's another episode which was for men only. So as you watch this, you can also check out the one for the men. It has very good got a very good confessions. It has very interesting confessions, but we hope that this has been beneficial to you as the audience. And as if you have any questions, any not recommendations, mtu kama ana appreciate any appreciation, for the same for this particular one, you can always put it out in the comment section, ama kwa you can reach out to us through the email. Initially mlikuwa mmesema mnataka kuambia watu mnaitwa nani social media. I don't know whether do you have like your friends ama ni individual. There isn't one for friends.
No.
Awesome. Okay, so best. If there is none for your friendship, wacha watu tu wakutane na nyinyi huko mtandaoni. Ama you want to? No, you know.
I just wanted to clarify something. Competition can be bad and good. Yeah, so have the healthy competitions where if you guys are graduating, we are here to, it's not a competition, yes, but I'm seeing you scaling a higher level and I want to be like you. I aspire to be like you. Ni ile competition healthy yenye tunasema tunainuana wote. So competition isn't all bad, but just know why you're competing.
Usikubali. I think I understand you. Like usikae unaona joy is progressing in life, alafu umechill too. So I think it's good. It's actually admiration.
Yes.
You're admiring your friends, and so I am highly tempted to ask just one thing that you admire kwa Joy na like each of you. Just one, as tukikafunga sasa ya ukweli.
So I think first, generally I admire almost everything, but for Joy, I admire how she's straightforward about what she wants, what she's doing. Like she's always straightforward. So I like to be like her. I'm learning that from her. Then for my name, well, there's a lot. But I think I just admire how she always holds us. Like no matter anything, like she's I don't want to say the strong, but Mwende is the one who we can cry and joy, but Mwende will be there, hey guys, me, why are we crying? She really holds us together, and I think that is really so good.
Awesome. Joy?
Marion, I guess I admire how happy and jolly she's the positive vibes core group. She's always there to give you good vibes. The moment we are stressed, the moment we feel, I don't know, she'll just look for something to make fun out of the whole situation and tutakuwa tu sawa. She looks at things from a very, she can't be serious, but I guess ukileta any issue to her, not of course not making fun, but like if you bring something and you feel so stressed about it, she'll make you feel at ease. Atakwambia, ako tu very jolly, very simple. For Mwende, I love how brave and how she can really stand up for you. Like in situations where I really need someone to stand up for me, I guess Mwende is the person, because she no nonsense, but at the same time she knows where to. She can find the balance. So she's my fight person. Not yet yanapigana, but she just knows how to hold me accountable for if I'm doing something wrong, she'll really call me out. If I'm doing something right, she'll be there to support me and say, you're doing a good job. So
finally.
Yes. Fry.
Right.
So for Marion, najua tunaisema inakaa kama jokes.
Yeah.
But Marion is the energy you need.
Yeah.
Like, you guys will cry, mejam, and instantly she'll just bring the energy. At least anatoa that mood away. If you ever see Marion sad, jua mambo imeharibika. Like, Marion is the energy that you need in your life. Like, I'm not even kidding about it. Yeah, I really, really like Marion's energy.
Yeah.
She just say things, tunacheka hadi tunaanza kulia, and it's very beautiful. Yes, and Marion is very supportive. Hata ukikaa hivi unajishuku, maybe you're feeling anxious, she's like, "Ai, unafaa kuwa excited." Like, ata lighten your mood immediately. If you are sad, energy yako inapanda immediately. And for Joy, she's very encouraging. Yeah, because whenever you feel anything, she'll never lack the words to boost you and lift you up kidogo. Yeah, she's very encouraging. Yeah.
Awesome. So I think we have finally come to the conclusion. I think it's important for people to actually admire each other. You can actually, apart from just talking, you can actually look at how someone takes life, when you go through life, and inaweza kujenga. And I think it's important that you guys actually have things that you can point out about each other. Yeah, so to our audience, those of you who are in friendships, make sure that however you admire someone, it be in a good way, and may your friendships be God-centered, as we have been told. We always ensure that our friendships glorify God, and we be there for each other. We do not compete against each other. Instead we admire each other and seek to be more like Christ. Yeah, as we have said. Yeah. So not in the end, like as I conclude, kizungu zinaenda zimepita na admirations. Yeah, as we conclude, thank you so much for being with us, and we hope that in our next episode, actually in our subsequent episodes, we'll be talking about our relationship with our siblings, and then we will have another one with our parents. So I think ndio maana nilikuwa najaribu kuloop in siblings na friends. Yeah. So yeah, be on the lookout for our next episodes, and many other episodes are coming our side. Yeah. We have finally come to the end. Bye.
Bye. Subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.